Hi, this is Paula Pascual with another top tip for die cutting. Now, this one relates to those dies that are a little bit difficult to cut. And what I mean is those ones that it doesn't seem to all cut. So some parts cut, or you need extra pressure and you need to add a shim or something like that. There is a way. I mean, you can keep adding shims, which I recommend. Like, for instance, I have here a piece of thick acetate, which actually is from the packaging, from the big size, that I keep at hand to put between the plates and the die, so it adds some more pressure. That works, but I'm a kind of a lazy crafter. I like to keep things simple. So if a die has always a problem, I like to create a solution that works all the time. So when I grab the die, it's ready to go. I'm gonna look at, for instance, my butterfly, the one for the Big Shot starter kit, the one that was with this color by Big Shot. This sizzlet has a lot of detail, and because of the nature of the sizzlets, which are chemically etched dies, and the foam and everything, sometimes it's difficult to cut it. So what works really well is, you can see on the back I added, there's some plastic, a big just so you know, when you buy it, it comes like this. It's more matte, and then because I have added the plastic on the back, you can see that that one has cut fine. This one, what happens is also, the more that you use them, you know, the blade tends to not blunt, but you know, needs a little bit help. So this works really well. And what you do is just simply take a piece of a sticky bag adhesive, which is, you know, you can buy it very cheaply in rolls, and it's already sticky, and it's very, very thin. You want it thin because you want to go one coat at a time. So for instance, in this case, I would put it like this. Make sure that it's layered like that. Trim it. You could trim it beforehand, probably it's easier, but I'm just doing here a quick demo. I think that if you cut it beforehand, that would be much more sensible. Right, so you have one layer now. Now I would try it, I would die cut it. If I had a problem, I would add one more, and so on and so forth. The reason why I recommend very thin is because then the layers are very, very thin, so you can really get the right thickness of them. Now, there is other problems that happen. It's exactly the same problem sometimes with the big size, but in this case, it's not even. Usually with big size, what you have is one area that is slightly more problematic. Part of it probably is because due to the fact that there are blades very nearby. Let me show you what I mean, more or less, so you can see basically here or here or here, that they're very close together, the blades. So the pressure, it's not, you know, it's not enough in that particular area where it is in the rest. I know it doesn't make much sense. I don't make much sense, but trust me, it does, for the laws of physics, and you know it. So what I have done here, I know that this area here doesn't cut well. So more or less, I look on the back, it's more or less that area, more or less. And then I just take tape, sellotape, and add wherever I think it's in the right area. So again, I would say in this case, I know exactly where that it needed a lot more pressure, so I added two. But please just start with one and then you go on and so forth. So now I would add this and add my piece of card here, and again, as you can see, I have used the matte there, and see how it's now. Let's see how it does. See, I know this problem here, it means that I need more pressure. So what I'm going to do, and I can see that here needs more pressure. So what I'm going to do, because it needs more pressure, is actually going to add all over the area with one of the sticky back film. Again, I spend more time looking at the way to open it up to release the film. So you can do both. You can do just an area, or you can add an area and a bit. Why I do it that with film instead of paper or adhesive card is because this is much more, I guess, long lasting. That would be the word. Now I've done one. Place it on top. If you knew how these dies are made, which I think it's quite incredible process, and actually the blade is put by hand, you would understand that these errors can happen. Now it has come up much better, but still I can see it here that it could do with a little bit, can you see, with a little bit more pressure. I would think just the one more would be enough, so I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna do one more. So that's that one. The grid is quite useful, so we know exactly where we need to. I shouldn't have, I mean, it's much better if you don't have those things, those bubbles, but you know, that will do for now. Now I'm gonna put another piece of card, and then, as I said, you don't need, this is a more permanent, well, semi-permanent way of assuring that your dies, you don't need. Now it has come out really much, the cut, I think it's, you know, absolutely perfect. So I think this is a good idea to do that with those dies that have a little bit of trouble. Remember that it's trouble, it's not necessarily that they are faulty, it's just that they might have those areas where they are very close together. Right, I hope you find this helpful. Please make sure that you check my blog at blog.paulapascual.com, or on Facebook, or on Twitter, or on Pinterest. You can look for me, and I hope you enjoy it. Bye. Thank you. Bye.